get uncomfy with your health? I wanted to make this video because I feel that it's very, very, very important. Because it's a subject that isn't, well, I don't think I've encountered actually maybe anyone who specifically talks about this subject. And I think it's really important to the healing journey or to healing your physical body or even your mental health in general. The first point I want to make here is that getting outside of your comfort zone in any way, shape, or form, whether that's for your positive health or whatever it's for growth in any way, is always uncomfortable. So point number one, growth is always uncomfortable, even if it is in the name of becoming more healthy. The second thing that I want to share is think about any healthy habit that you've ever developed, whether that's in the area of career, so be that the way of organizing and managing time, or whether that is a habit you've developed in regards to your health, be it taking daily morning walks before you go off to work. No matter what the new habit is, or whether it's completely unrelated, let's say music, and it's your first time playing a new instrument, that experience, that first experience that of something new is always, always, always uncomfortable. And so, unfortunately, as a byproduct, that means that that also applies to, albeit positive changes, meaning even if you're making a positive habit change for your health. And the third point I want to make about this, about being uncomfortable and why would one want to do that? Can you do that and in fact get healthy? And the answer, I think, is yes, or I would say at this moment in time is yes. Because when I talk about discomfort, I'm not saying, for example, if you're chronically ill, I'm not saying, do all sorts of chores, expend your energy battery for the day, and then end up exhausted and keep on going, that'll eventually end. No, if you're pushing like yourself like that, it will not work. However, what I'm inviting you to understand is that think of baby animals taking their first step. If you've seen footage of giraffes or cows or horses when they first give birth, those babies are like, they don't know how to walk. They don't even know where they are, what they're doing. They're just a bumbly, gangly mess of limbs and falling and everything. And I'm sure that that is uncomfortable. I mean, heck, even if you think about baby birds and chicks that may fall out of the nest, that certainly isn't comfortable. And I'm sure that even for the ones who have success and fly out the nest, that's terrifying when they do it in the moment. So again, discomfort. So I invite you to accept, as bold as that is to say, to accept that being uncomfortable is unfortunately and fortunately a part of every single growth experience, for negative or for positive. Typically, you're going to be uncomfortable when you're doing something new. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I'm just now finally in my life understanding this lesson and really moving through some of those fears that I had, that I've realized it doesn't even matter what I'm being afraid of, because my reason for being here to help others is way more important than that. And it's interesting how experiences can change you, how a challenging experience can then lead you to realize that you are capable of so much more than you thought you were. I wanted to share that. Sometimes it's important to get a little uncomfortable in the name of your health, i.e., making a new diet plan that works better for your own nutrition health. That can be very helpful and is also uncomfortable because, for example, if you're changing your diet, you may not feel that same level of satiation as you would if you were eating the way you used to eat. Or, if you're changing the level of liquids you're intaking, you may miss or you may want to drink less than you're drinking. You know what I'm saying? So understand that life is variable and that sometimes, more often than not, maybe I will amend this in the future to say always, discomfort tends to lead, much like I've said before, when chaos leads to order, discomfort tends to just be temporary and in the learning of a new process. So understand that if you're feeling uncomfortable and you are also doing something new to you, that means you are perfectly on track and it's a natural process and there is no actual reason to be afraid of or nervous about whatever it is that you're doing. So if this video has helped you, please do share it with anyone you know it might benefit. Subscribe, as that really helps me to get messages like these out there to those folks like you who need to hear them. And last but not least, if you, my beautiful spirit soul, need any support or health coaching, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at this email address, where it would be my pleasure to serve you in whatever way I can. Have a beautiful and a blessed rest of your day or night whenever you're seeing this, and I will see you, beautiful cats, in the next video. Namaste. Much love, and definitely stay healthy. Bye. But meanwhile, I wanted to share that and I feel that it's very, very, very important. Again, I'm saying that same word.